Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
We're live. We are live. Lori Rappy.
Dr. Rappy.
So for those of you watching this recorded, we are going to wait a moment or two as people join us live. Super excited about today's topic. And I feel like I say that every time, but
Yeah, she does. It's like waiting for the Space Shuttle Challenger to take off.
Okay.
Yeah, the countdown.
That is one example. So today is January 11th.
11th. Already.
Yeah, and we are continuing our talk about symptoms.
Symptoms.
And don't just settle for how you feel. So like I said, we are going to wait for people to join us. Settle. Yes, it's a beautiful day out here in La Quinta for any of our local people. Beautiful day. Actually got a little warm for January.
It got so warm and so gorgeous that I had to send pictures to my family in Minnesota where it's been 20 below zero.
Hi, Darlene.
Hi, Darlene.
20 below zero.
20 below and lots of snow. I'll take it here.
Wow.
Don't have to heat my car up. I don't have to scrape my windows. I don't have to shovel the sidewalk. None of that stuff. It's fantastic.
I can't even imagine. We did get a picture in Montreal where I have a lot of family too up in Canada. They also said it was minus 21. I couldn't do it.
The polar vortex. Yeah, that's what it is. Comes down from up north.
Well, where we are,
we don't get a polar vortex.
No, it was in the 70s today.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous.
It was gorgeous.
Yeah, so we're excited for everybody who's going to join us live and everyone who's going to join the recorded version of this, because all January we are talking about symptoms. And make 2022 all about you and be unapologetic about your self-care, because it's really important.
Yeah.
Really, really important. And so we're really, all month we're highlighting, oh, hi, Darlene. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Thanks for joining us. And that was very sweet. So we're talking about symptoms. Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Deb.
Symptoms. And tonight's all about, are you bloated? B.L.O.A.T.E.D. We'll talk a little bit about that.
It's an acronym.
It is?
That's what it is.
Yeah.
But before we get to that, we need to go through our disclosure statement.
Yes, so...
Oops.
Okay.
My paper turned over. There it is. This presentation is for informational purposes only. The information is not a substitute for your medical doctor's advice. The information is not meant to prevent, diagnose, treat, or cure any health conditions. And if you're concerned about your underlying health condition, please discuss it with your medical doctor or visit your local ER.
Yes.
Disclosed.
Okay.
We're done.
Now that we got the disclaimer out of the way, let's just dive in. So I'm Lori Rappy from Thrive Functional Wellness Center here in La Quinta, California. And
I'm Dr. Rappy here, co-founder of Thrive Functional Wellness Center of La Quinta, California.
Yes, I'm the clinic director and the health coach here. So all of these topics, they are very exciting for us because we talk about them every day in our office.
Every day.
We have a chiropractic office, functional medicine office as well. So today's topic is, are you bloated? B.L.O.A.T.E.D.
Bloated.
So again, last week we talked about make 2022 all about you. This is your year, our year. All of us need to be unapologetic about our self-care. Very, very important.
Right. Don't apologize.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself.
Don't apologize. And the other piece of that is, hi Shauna, thanks for joining us. The other piece of that is, yes, you want to be unapologetic about your self-care, but it's time to get reconnected with our body and listen to what our body is telling us. These symptoms are red flags. They are happening for a reason. And so we want you to stop ignoring them. We want you to stop settling for how you feel. So it's time to do a deep dive and find the root cause. So this is very, very important. We want to connect with our body. But let's talk about bloated.
But before we get to bloated, I just want everybody to know, my take on it is, when you take care of you, you're really taking care of everybody else. Because when you're at your best, then you can be at your best for your family. And that's really important for a lot of caretakers. You know? Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
It's a big deal.
It is a big deal.
Yeah.
I think you're pointing at me because as a mom, as a woman, I'm
in charge.
I'm an empty nester now, but we know as moms, very often we take care of everybody else first. And so, but we at any stage need to be taking care of ourselves.
That's correct.
Very, very important. So you want to be unapologetic about your self-care.
Right.
So let's go into the bloated. But
bloated.
That was a good piece.
That was good. Thank you.
B for bloated could stand for
brain fog.
Bloated.
I beat you to the punch.
Belching.
Blood sugar issues.
Back pain. Right?
Belly fat.
Belly fat. Okay,
I hear that one a lot.
That's a big one, especially with the new year. Everybody has those goals. So L stands for
low energy.
Good. O is for overweight. A.
Anxious.
Yeah.
Anxiety.
We're seeing a lot of that right now.
We're seeing a lot of anxious and anxiety out there.
T is for tired. E is
exhausted.
Seeing
so
a
I don't have
lot.
I'm so exhausted. I can't do it.
Yeah, and we're going to talk. And actually, next week we're doing a real deep dive into being tired and exhausted, fatigued.
They're all connected.
All connected. And then D is for
depression.
Depression.
Or depressed. You don't have to be depressed all the time. You can have short bouts of depression that can be debilitating. I'm depressed, and then a couple days later, well, I feel good.
Right.
And you do that for a few days, and then you're depressed, and you're on this roller coaster ride. Believe me, if I'm going to roller coaster, I'm going to Magic Mountain. I don't want to live the roller coaster. I just want to visit occasionally. So depression can be sporadic, right? Episodes, or it can be chronic and continuous. So either of them we need to address.
Yeah, it all has to be addressed. And what's interesting about those, and that's just a handful of symptoms, right? I mean, as if you watch us, you can see we talk about all different symptoms. We just wanted to focus on those for this time. And what's really important is to learn that that symptom could be part of different things going on.
Yes, that's right. You could have symptoms that overlap, right? It might be multiple underlying dysfunctions that are leading to that particular symptom or symptoms. Right. It's not always just one.
Right. And usually when people come see us, they have multiple symptoms. But the root cause of them, that's what we're looking at right now. We constantly are saying, don't guess, test, because those symptoms could be from hormone imbalances, right? Yeah. They could be from insulin resistance.
Insulin resistance is huge. Insulin resistance then can lead to hormone imbalances, right? So you see how they go hand in hand?
Yeah, thyroid issue, which is a hormone imbalance too.
Or thyroid dysfunction, right? It's really, the vast majority of the time it's not diagnosed properly because they're not looking at all of the markers necessary to determine the functionality of your thyroid.
Right.
It's not just one marker, it's multiple. And that's why we run the panels that we do. We want to know what your thyroid is doing as far as its functionality.
Exactly. So thyroid, insulin resistance, hormone imbalances, it could be from diabetes.
Diabetes, right? Yeah. Diabetes, what's the underlying cause? Insulin resistance, which is connected to everything else that we just talked about.
Everything is
high
connected.
Blood pressure,
it's
same
all
thing.
Connected.
It's all connected.
Because guess what? We're a body and it functions together. It completely functions together. So rarely is it just, this one little thing. It's connected.
We're a human being, not just one organ.
Exactly. So it could also be inflammation, high blood pressure, different things. Now, I want to give you an example before we go into our bloated piece. I wanted to show something that comes up a lot, but people don't talk that much about, is being moody.
Oh, I'm never moody.
Never.
Never.
Yes,
it happens to all of us.
Yes. Now, what's interesting is moody can be a direct correlation with gut issues.
Yes.
Hormonal issues.
Correct.
Sleep.
Absolutely.
Food sensitivity.
Holy smokes.
Anxiety, fatigue, being tired. Yeah. And then you're just thinking, I'm just moody.
Yes.
Well, this is that idea of I need to connect with what's going on and not just settle for the fact that I'm moody. Right. And I don't like how moody I've been.
Yeah. So if you don't like how moody you've been, can you imagine the people around you in your close relationships? They're going, well, it's about time you figured it out and did something. Yeah, it's kind of like that really loosely knit sweater you got from great grandma at Christmas. You know, it's got one arm, no hole for your neck. They're just all kind of commingled. Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently I hit a nerve. Did you see that smile? That's the smile. That's what caught me right there. 30 years ago. That was it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. That's a funny analogy.
Yeah,
okay.
Good.
So going into, let's look at bloating.
Bloating.
Okay.
Let's look at bloating.
So with bloating could be you have gas.
Gas.
Constipation. SIBO.
SIBO stands for small intestine bacterial overgrowth. It's very challenging. When you get that, it's really challenging. It can be fixed, but it's really challenging, and you have to be patient because it can take anywhere from 6 to 9 months. Yes.
Yeah.
And it's horrible. It's a horrible affliction. Terrible.
Yeah, and you have to test for it to know that you have it. So it could be the SIBO, digestive. It could be hormones. Could be weight, food, leaky gut, stress, inflammation. So here you're just thinking, oh, I'm a little bloated after I eat, and you're discounting it, but it could actually be all those things.
Right.
So how do you know? You have to
test.
Test.
Leaky gut. Most people don't even know they have it. 7 out of 10 people out there have leaky gut. So think about that. We've got toxins that we just deposit into the bowl of the toilet on a regular basis. Those toxins are leaking through the wall of our intestines into our bloodstream, and sometimes they can get to our brain as well.
Not good.
Not good.
No.
So it's really important that we really identify what's going on and make those corrections.
Yeah, so that's the B. So low energy.
Low energy. Oh, if you've experienced low energy, you know exactly what we're talking about. Fatigue, tired, depression, anxiety, they're all tied together in that web of low energy.
Could be anemia, it could be inflammation, it could be side effects from medication, different types of deficiency. Right. So when people just say, oh, just not feeling quite like myself, my energy has been a little low, and they just discount it, well, that could be your body giving you just that little red flag. Hey,
got a
over
problem
here, there's something going on.
Yeah.
And guess what? When you don't listen, that little hey turns into a
big wake up.
Yeah.
I got a problem.
Yeah.
Yes, it's terrible. So you got to pay attention. Low energy. I mean, who would think that it could be all those other things?
Right.
And those can be devastating. They can all turn into something really devastating for your life.
All right. So that's why you need to test and not just guess. So overweight. So this is a big one too, right?
Yeah, it's just 10 pounds. Just 10 pounds. It's nothing.
Now, what's interesting is where you're holding the weight too tells a lot. Like belly fat could be adrenals.
Yep.
Fat in the hips, right, can be estrogen. Yeah. So
estrogen
you have
dominant, right?
Hormones.
So the best way to look at, to me, I like to use an analogy along this lines. If you think, oh, I'm only 10, I'm only 20 pounds overweight, let me do this. Take a backpack, put 20 pounds in it, weigh it on a scale, put 20 pounds in it, and put it on backwards so that it's in front of you, and walk around like that for a while. Just walk around like that, and you'll get accustomed to it. And then, there's the key. When I take the backpack off, it's a miracle. You're like, oh my gosh, I could literally levitate. This is amazing. So you'd be shocked. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it's enough to really, really alter your life on a daily basis. Yeah, and chiropractically, you see a lot of that. A lot of chiropractic issues that we see. People are overweight, and they're not 100 pounds, but just that 20 pounds. It's amazing what that'll do to their spine and their structure and their mechanics. It's really huge.
Your knees and
your knees and your ankles and it's terrible.
Yeah. So again, don't just settle for it. Let's do something about it, right? So in overweight too, high blood pressure, stress, all those things can contribute. Anxiety. This is a big one right now. We're seeing more anxiety since the onset of COVID than ever before. And that can be a lot of different things as well. Yes, it could be environmental, situational, but it could also be hormone issues.
Hormone issues. One of the big things we tell our people is turn off the news, because the fear porn that's spewing out there is affecting all of us.
Yeah.
It is. I don't care where you are politically. There's so much disinformation out there. It's making people crazy. And the anxiety and the stress that we carry from that. So turn it off. Just stop.
Yeah. And if you just work on being healthy. Imagine that.
Put your energy into that.
Yeah. Put your energy in. Let me get my blood work. Let me get a snapshot, a picture of what's going on. And let me work with people who can provide holistic solutions, including building my immune system. Then you don't have to walk around in fear all the time. Debbie, that's right. Turn it off.
Turn it off.
Love
and I think we talked about this. One of the first things we talked about. One of the first things. Making 2022 all about you. And so in order for us to do that, we really need to focus on what can I do to make changes. Now, we hear this all the time. I read a book. I know exactly what to do. And Lori and I laugh. We go, well, why are you sitting in front of us in our office? 50 pounds overweight. If you know what to do, but you're not doing it, that's where we come in. Coaching, mentoring, expert analysis of labs, systems,
that are
step-by-step process.
To what's going on with you.
Exactly. So
we all know what to do.
We all know what to do. We all know we shouldn't drink and drive, but somebody always does it. So you know what to do, but you need help. Someone to take away your car keys. We're going to get you home safe, and tomorrow we're going to start anew, because it's all about you.
Yeah, that's exactly it. You need to stop just Googling the symptoms, and you need to get involved with an expert who can put together a comprehensive, personalized plan just for you.
Correct.
So yeah, anxiety can be hormones, lifestyles, food, alcohol, sugar, gut, stress. So what's so interesting about that is, yes, there's a lot of things around us that can, environmental, situational, family, whatever it could be, causing that. But these imbalances can be adding to it, contributing to it. It makes it harder to do something about it. So, and a lot of people don't think about that.
No.
Yeah.
Childhood triggers. I have people who are happy as can be all year long, and when the holidays come, they get all looky, oh, the holidays. I said, what's wrong? You don't love the holidays? They go, no, I do, but every time our family gets together, they get triggered, and it drives them. It takes 6 months to recover. Yeah. So, you've got to be aware of those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very true. And the last one on our list is depression.
Oh.
So it's kind of like anxiety. Obviously, it looks different in our bodies, but where the similarities are is it could be environmental, family triggers, life going on around us, fear, the news, and all that. But there could be hormone imbalances, right? And lifestyle,
gut issues.
Gut issues.
That's huge. Gut issues and depression are intimately related in such a deep way that no one talks about it. Your medical doctor's not going to discuss it. He's going to give you what? Antidepressants. So it's really important for everybody out there, if you have any depressive issues at all, even if it's only once or twice a year, you need to accept the fact that it is related to your gut big time.
Yeah, that's a big one. The gut, and we mentioned the gut a few times, right? Mm-hmm. Whether it's bloating, which you think of the gut, but anxiety, depression, brain fog. Right. It's amazing. And when I mentioned earlier moody, which isn't in bloated, but I just decided to add that in there.
Well, when I get bloated, I get moody. Yes.
He does.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got the window down, the air's blowing her hair. She's not happy about that. I'm moody because I'm gassy, and I don't want to affect anybody else in the car. Right?
Yes, that's funny. So yeah, the moodiness is a big one, But again, so we can go on and on about so many different symptoms, so many different relationships and what it could be. And again, for those of you who follow us and know what we do, and don't continue to just Google the symptoms, don't continue to just brush them aside. No. It's time to find out what's going on, do the testing with experts who do this on a daily basis, and they can put together personalized, customized solutions, holistic solutions that can then change your life, because it's amazing. I mean, we see it every day when someone's like, oh my gosh, my energy is better. I can sleep. I just feel better overall. Their life experience has improved so much. So please don't settle for how you feel. Don't.
Don't do it. Don't let Dr. Google keep you trapped in the rut that you're in. Because just because you read about it doesn't mean that it's going to go away. Oh, I read all about it. It's going to go away tomorrow. No, it's not. You've got to take action. You've got to be proactive. You've got to be willing to reach out and say, I need your help.
Yeah.
I need your help. Can you please help me?
Yeah.
Absolutely. But our goal really is this. We need to teach you what to do, why to do that, and what's my long-term benefit. And when we teach that to people, they can take this and they can do this for the rest of their lives, and they'll know why, and they'll be successful.
Exactly.
So it's really important.
Yeah. So look, the phone's ringing. Just as I was going to say, the first step is actually to do a free call with me. I have links down below. I have links above, wherever they show up.
Wherever those links are.
And I know that you know a friend or a family member that you've been worried about. Share this video with them.
Be courageous. Don't worry, they're going to be so upset at me. Be courageous. You love them. It's an expression of love to reach out and extend a hand to try to help them.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I love that. Yeah,
yes.
It is being courageous. And if they're not on Facebook, because this will be recorded on our Facebook page, but it's also, we have all of these videos on our YouTube channel. Our Thrive Functional Wellness Center. So you could always send them the link and they can just have a free call. You can just say, hey, check this out. I've been a little worried about you. You haven't been yourself for a little while. Let's see if there's something else that we can do for you. Or it's for yourself, whatever it may be. It's the beginning of the year. We're running our blood work as well. And not because we're having any particular symptoms, but we want to get ahead of things. We're in the preventative stage. We're not waiting for things to go south and we're like, okay, what are we going to do? We stay on top of it. And
get ahead and stay ahead.
And you know what? We're all getting a little older every year, so things happen. And so that's why we continue to do it on ourselves. And then we can stay healthy and we can continue to help you guys, because that's what we love to do.
Practice what you preach. That's what we do.
This is what we do. So if you have any questions and want to know more, again, there's a link for scheduling a free call. You can always call the office. You can always message us, email us. We're here to help. This is what we do, and we're passionate about it. And we just want you to have the best 2022 ever.
And it's all about you.
All about you. Time to be unapologetic about your self-care.
That's right.
I love that.
Yeah, I think that's fantastic.
Yeah. And let's not be bloated anymore. Whether we're bloated or we're B.L.O.A.T.E.D.
That's correct.
Enough. All right, you guys. Thanks so much for taking the time to be with us. Watch this. We really appreciate it. Reach out and let's see if we can help. If we can't, we'll let you know. But I bet we can. So have a fantastic evening, and we'll see you next week. Next Tuesday, we're going to be talking about a deeper dive about, are you tired of being tired?
Tired of being tired.
And then the following Tuesday, we're going deeper into the gas and the bloat and the opening up the windows for being gassy. Open the windows. So thank you, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Shauna. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Have a great night. Bye.